back to my home, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Kelly Ann, and today we're gonna get started with some spring cleaning. There's a lot of areas in my home that need a good deep clean. I will show you some of them, like this wall right here clearly has Drew's handprint. I'm gonna try and clean the walls and baseboards and doors and everything as best as possible. But I do have flat paint, so we'll see how much I can get off without messing up the walls. But let's get to cleaning. So I'm just using some of this Zepp foaming wall cleaner, and I had tried it on my walls, but since I have flat paint, it left marks. So I'm only going to be using it on the doors and the sides of the cabinets today because the finish on my doors and cabinets are glossier. So I would not recommend the Zepp foaming wall cleaner if you have flat paint. Today was the first time I figured out how to actually clean my walls without leaving marks, so that was super exciting because I was thinking that the only way to get the marks off of our walls, like you see right here, would be to repaint. But I was able to get most of them up with just a damp paper towel, and then I'd go back with a dry paper towel, and then the final step was I had to blow dry it so it didn't leave like any marks or smudges like water stains. So definitely make sure you blow dry it, or else you risk there still being marks on your flat paint. The townhome that we're in right now is not our forever home, but our forever home will have a glossier finish paint because I have seen, like on Instagram, I like to watch cleaning reels, and the women who have like a glossier finish can get the O-Cedar spin mop, and you have like a separate mop head for your walls, but you can use that on your walls to clean your walls, and I think that would just be so amazing and so satisfying to be able to like actually clean your walls like they were a floor or countertop. But for now, I'm just gonna have to stick to my spot cleaning method, but I think it was able to actually get a lot of the marks off the wall because as Drew gets older, he is rougher on our walls and on our house, and you can definitely tell that a toddler lives in our home. But I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. I have no idea what Drew had on his hands when he put them up against the wall, but there are two nasty handprints on our wall right here. And when it happened, I was like, oh, great, can't cover that up until we repaint. But thankfully I was able to get most of it off. You can still see a little bit. I think it's because whatever was on his hands was dark. But I promise this whole video does not consist of me cleaning my walls. It's just like I got stuck in our entryway. But now I'm going to move along to our stairwell, and this like white area collects so much dust, and you can see that there were little pine needles from our garland. That's embarrassing, so I'm going to go ahead and sweep those off. And then I'm also just using the Zepp foaming wall cleaner on our stairwell as well on this paint, but it looks so much better. This area just can look so dingy and gross, so gotta clean it today. But I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. You will find a way. Slow it down. Dreams still yours if you want it. In today's video, I'm mostly using a sponge and a microfiber cloth to clean because I knew I was going to end up going through so many paper towels if I didn't. Currently, we are using the Members Mark like Sam's Club paper towels, and those just aren't as absorbent and durable as the Bounty, so I probably would have ended up using a whole roll today, and I didn't want to do that.
I'm also going to clean these baseboards. Our baseboards have collected so much dust, and I would get my cedar mop and try and clean these baseboards, but I'm just afraid that it would end up getting on the flat paint and would leave like dark spots above the baseboards, and I definitely do not want that to happen.
You will find a way, slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the ride. You will make it.
I'm also going to clean our trash can because look how disgusting it is, and this is just the outside. The inside of the lid is just as disgusting. Drew loves to play with the trash can. Thankfully, I've gotten him to stop taking the trash out of it, and now we focus on just throwing stuff away. So after I change him, I'll like get him to throw away his diaper, and he loves it. I don't know why he's just so obsessed with the trash can, but it sort of grosses me out because I don't want him playing in the trash. I could get a kid's lock for this trash can, but I use it so much that I think it would just be a pain to end up getting a kid's lock. And since Drew hardly ever takes stuff out anymore, it's really not a big deal. But the inside of the trash can was just as disgusting. So I'm going to go ahead and wipe that down as well before I move on to the island.
I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me. Reach out to me.
I just wiped down the outside of these cabinets about a month ago, but they're already super gross again, so I'm going to go ahead and address them as well. But I cannot believe my 1-year YouTube anniversary is coming up next month. I didn't start uploading long form content until May, so it's, I guess, my 1-year short anniversary. But I started uploading YouTube videos. I think the first YouTuber I found was Bits of Brie, and then I found Lauren Yarbrough, and I really liked Lauren's videos, and I was like, I think I can do this as well. It might be fun, get me to clean my house more. So that's how I started my YouTube channel, and it's just a creative outlet for me, you know, as like a stay-at-home mom. Things do get pretty mundane, so this helps spice it up a little bit, at least in my opinion, and I have so much fun doing it, and I am so happy that y'all are along for the ride.
Searching for the truth somewhere else when I just want you.
Another way that this YouTube channel has helped me is that my husband and I are both pretty messy people. Neither of us are clean freaks, so this actually helps keep our house clean. Like, growing up, my mom, like, she would never imagine that I would have a YouTube cleaning channel, but I grew up with a mom who kept our house spotless, and obviously I want the same for Drew. I don't want him to ever be embarrassed to have friends over at our house. Like, I want him to feel like he can have his friends over here and they can hang out and relax and not have to worry about like being embarrassed about me and Bill's messes. So that is one of the reasons that I am able to keep our house clean, because I'm actually motivated to now with YouTube and with having a child. And also my husband works really hard, so he does deserve to come home to a clean house. But we are just not naturally clean people. I wish we were, but it takes a lot of effort for us to be clean.
I could probably use some heartbreak to get moving. Tired of the way you let me down.
These bar stools get so messy with Drew's fingerprints. When I bought these things at least 8, probably 9 years ago, I did not have kids on my mind at all. These are from my first apartment. I was so proud of myself when I got these acrylic bar stools. I thought they were so cool. I still think they're cool, and I cannot imagine a different bar stool for this countertop. I like how they're clear and sort of just blend in, but they do show fingerprints. But I imagine if we had like an upholstered bar stool that they would just be ruined, because I see all the fingerprints that are on our acrylic ones, which are luckily easy to clean and easy to maintain. I recently got some of the like Clorox, or is it Lysol? I don't know, paper towel, like wet paper towel things that are basically disinfectant wipes, but more paper towel-y, and I've been using those to clean in today's video as well, and I am a big fan of those.
Broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down.
I probably should have waited to clean our stovetop, because in a little bit I'm going to be cleaning the microwave, which is directly above it, and so I got some like drippings on there. And then later in this video I'll be making a delicious dinner recipe, and while I was cooking, what do you know, I ended up messing up the stovetop, but oh well. But the recipe came from the Walmart app. It's an Asian inspired meal, and it turned out so good. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video so you can make that recipe as well. And it looks like I need to get some more Sprayway cleaner.
Oh, my time. Oh, don't try. I don't like all the things you do. Mess with my head. Just pick me up, let me down like you don't care. This is all my time.
Our microwave wasn't too dirty because we haven't had anything explode in there recently, but to clean it I just use the Sprayway spray cleaner. I love the like liquid cream cleaner as well, but their spray cleaner is just so much easier to use. I haven't seen it at like Target or Walmart. I picked it up at Ross, so I don't know if they still make it, but check your local Ross because they might have it there as well. But I think it does just a good job as the cream cleaner.
You've heard it all before, honest, but I know. Left these years ago, I was young and I'm old, still can't fill the void. We don't need the past in our lives for tomorrow. Never see the end of the night filled with sorrow.
I was killing two birds with one stone in today's video, because while I was cleaning, I was listening to my real estate continuing education classes. If y'all have been following me for a while and you saw my New Year's resolution video, I talked about needing to take 3 more classes to keep my real estate license, but that's just to keep it active, and I have an inactive license, so now I'm not in a rush to finish these continuing education classes, although I really would like to get them finished by May. I passed the first one, now I'm 50% through the second one, so hopefully I'll be able to finish that soon. But I listened to my class for hours while I cleaned this day, and I was like, why have I not been doing this sooner?
Story took its toll. Thought I would have grown off the beaten track to become a better man, sinking into sin.
We're back to cleaning the walls. I got tired of cleaning them earlier, but our walls are just the worst in the entryway. I think it's because Drew bumps into these walls a lot while he's playing with his toys. So I think he's sort of responsible for a lot of these marks. But also, even if you just like lean something up against the wall, it will leave a mark. Like we had black marks from a Christmas sign. It was like our yard sign, but I leaned it up against our wall and it left marks. So what do you know? It's just that flat paint. It's the builder grade cheap paint that they put in all the houses. And I read that the reason they use flat paint is because with glossy paint you can see like nail bumps and whatnot, or like if the wall's not straight, like you can tell with glossy paint. But Flat paint is a lot more forgiving. We can't forget these baseboards either. These baseboards are like the most obviously dirty baseboards in the house because I think this is just the largest piece of exposed wall that we have. So like walking by these, I would just be like, oh, those baseboards look so bad. There's just some dust and whatnot on them. So I'm going to go ahead and clean those before we move back over to the kitchen.
Summer's getting closer. No time to be sober. Sunshine on my shoulder.
It quite literally paid to clean out the area under the stove because I found a gift card under there, and I think Drew must have gotten that out of our drawer that we keep our gift cards in. My parents gave that to Bill for Christmas, so he will be super excited to have that back. But the last time I cleaned under here was probably 4 months ago, so I was surprised at how much dust and everything had accumulated under here. So I'm just gonna sweep it up before I clean out the warming drawer. Okay, y'all, here is your reminder to clean your dishwasher filter because look at that. Look at that. That is disgusting. There's so much, I guess, is that mold? I don't know. The pink mold. Ew, so gross. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off. I haven't cleaned this in probably 6 months. The last time I cleaned it, it was not this disgusting. So now I'm going to start cleaning this thing probably once a month because is like our dishes actually getting clean if the filter is that disgusting. So go ahead and clean your dishwasher filter. It's not hard to do. Just take it out and then it clicks back in where those little arrows are. But yikes, man, you just want to make sure that your dishes are getting clean. And if it looked like that, it probably wasn't cleaning my dishes well. So now Drew is up from his nap and I'm just giving him a little snack before we head off to his play center, and I'm gonna run some errands, hopefully go to Aldi and Whole Foods. So this is everything I got from Aldi, and all this was $57.50, so not bad. Picked up some yellow peaches. I'm gonna see if Drew will eat these. He didn't like these when I tried them like a year ago. And then I got some wheat thins, a new duster, some fruit strips, English muffins, just regular sandwich bread. I got some more fruit cups for Drew, and then I got these Honeycrisp apples, but the bag busted. Also got some mandarin oranges, some strawberry jello, some yeast because I want to make bread soon. We'll see if that actually happens. I got a Pez dispenser for Bill and for Drew. And then I got these strawberries because they were massive. Look at the size of those. And then blueberries because they're Drew's favorite. Got some white cheddar cheese. This is the reason that I went to Aldi. I wanted some hash browns, so I picked these up. Then I got some miniature cucumbers, some sweet butter lettuce, some mozzarella cheese sticks, some Tylenol, and then some Kung Pao broccoli, which I am really looking forward to trying. I also went to Whole Foods and I picked up some apple pie bites, some mangoes because mangoes are my favorite and these were on sale. And then the reason I went to Whole Foods was to get more of these. I got these by the checkout the first time I tried them, and these things are so good. I mix them with my sparkling water and it makes it even fizzier. It's just so good. It's a fizzy drink mix. Plus you get your vitamin C and B vitamins and electrolytes. And I also picked up some of these Carolina kettle chips as well. So for dinner, I am making a recipe that I found on the Walmart app, and it's actually from, I think, tasty.com. So I will link this recipe down below, but I decided to make this recipe this night because Bill wasn't going to be home, and it has some mushrooms in it, and he hates mushrooms. So this is a chicken and veggie stir fry, and what you need for this recipe for like the main part, the ingredients are a pound of cubed chicken breast, salt and pepper to taste. You need a pound of frozen broccoli florets, 8 ounces of white mushrooms sliced, 3 tablespoons of oil, and you end up using those each separately. And then for the sauce, you're going to need 3 cloves of garlic minced, 1 tablespoon of ginger minced. I use ginger powder. And then 2 teaspoons sesame oil, 1/3 of a cup of reduced sodium soy sauce. I just use regular soy sauce. A tablespoon of brown sugar. I eyeballed it. And then 1 cup of chicken broth and 1/4 cup of flour. But this turned out so good. It tasted like what you would actually get from like an Asian takeout restaurant. So I was a big fan of it. Unfortunately, Drew wanted nothing to do with it. But right here, I'm making the sauce. That was me adding the sesame oil. And y'all really need to give this recipe a try because it was so good. I know my camera skills were horrible while trying to film this recipe. I was starting to freak out because it was boiling, but it turned out so good, and thankfully I didn't mess it up. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got plenty of cleaning motivation. I cleaned my heart out in this video, but thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next video.